A very beautiful and a very lovely morning to you. Welcome to Front Page Review on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude, and today is 11th day in the month of April 2025. And of course, ticket time is 7:03 a.m. Thank God it's Friday, everyone. And let me let you know quickly that I will be having Rufai Oseni this morning. And shortly after Rufai Oseni, I will be having someone who's going to be playing host, to the studio. I don't know, not for the very first time, but for front page review. I think it's his first time. Yeah, his debut today. Don't worry, I will introduce you quickly to that person. I'll mention his name shortly. But before then, let me let you know that I have Punch newspaper. I've got the Nation newspaper. I've got the Sun newspaper. I've got Guardian, Vanguard, Daily Sun, Daily Post, and of course Daily Thrust. So many other newspapers here, and we'll be touching it one after the other. Everyone, feel free to join the conversation via all of our social media platforms. But I like it if you join me on YouTube. Yeah, let's go to YouTube, and you can watch us live. And of course, do drop your comments in the comment section. Are we good to go, everyone? Let's ride. We begin this morning with some of these headlines here now. E-job protest is the one speaking there. He says, no approval for 10,000 workers recruitment. Okay, let's see some more now. Experts canvass dialogue during 90-day Trump tariff pause. Marketers predict cheaper petrol nationwide as Dangote begins Naira sale. Then, federal government alert, 30 states rush to avert flood crisis. P-Man faults N50bn on Idris Abdulkarim's anti-Tinubu song. Really? And on federal character, let's see, controversy over Tinubu's appointments widens. Controversy over Tinubu's appointments widens. And then lynched travelers, federal government, Edo raised joint pro panel. Kanu delegation arrives Benin on ambassadorial list. That list is ready for NAS review after DSS clearance. Ambassadorial list ready for NAS review after DSS clearance. Let me get down to give you some more stories. Anambra Labour Party in disarray as faction holds parallel governorship primary. Not again, not again, not again. PDP postpones North Central, Southwest Congresses. Anambra 2025. Soludo confident, says APC has no base at all. Ondo PDP spokesman resigns. Oshun APC PDP beaker over joint Tinubu Adeleke campaign billboard. That's causing a whole lot in that state already. And then everyone, let's see if we can touch on some few stories. The Nation is next, everyone. Tinubu Abiodun hails business icon Dangote at 68. Nigeria to tap into economic promise of space, says minister. And then First Lady restates commitment to reducing maternal and child mortality. First Lady restates commitment to reducing maternal and, of course, child mortality. Reps to amend Customs Act for CGC's 4-year tenure. Federal government's wake-up call on 30 states. Brace up for heavy rains and, of course, floods. Please, especially Lagos, so do the needful. When they say flawed, I see Lagos. I just look at, I just imagine Lagos. Stop giving political meaning to judicial matters, says AGF. Stop giving political meaning to judicial matters, says AGF. And then Akpabio petitions IGP over assassination allegation by Senator Natasha. Akpabio petitions IGP over assassination allegation by Senator Natasha Akpoti. Minister woos French investors with Nigeria pro-business reforms. And then we leave the Nation newspaper to the Sun newspaper this morning. Check the time, 7:09 a.m. 33 states, Federal Capital Territory at risk of flooding. Federal government warns. 33 states, FCT at risk of flooding or of high flooding. Okay. Uni Abuja promotes 45 to professorial rank. AFDB hails Governor Otu as action-driven, accountable leader. Group urges Labour Party to resolve internal conflicts. ANPA deploys 140 health experts for annual medical mission in Lagos. And then Enoge suspension or by worry urged to avert implosion in Benin Kingdom. And let's see some more stories now. Group urges Labour Party to resolve internal conflicts. PDP governors, senators reject coalition. Oh, really? Constituency delineation. Protesters storm INEC, insists process transparent, free, and fair. And then, Nsukka, as regards 2027, Nsukka leaders endorse Mba, cite massive projects in the zone. Labour Party and its unending crisis is a piece you might just want to read, right? Beautiful. Dangote Refinery reduces petrol price to 865 naira per litre. Okay. We are sorry for errors in federal appointment. And of course, in federal appointment list. This is federal government saying. And then petrol price, oil imports to drop as federal government announces continuation of naira for crude sale. My name is Natasha Osawaruni Idibia, to Baba's lover. It's coming out to say that there. And then let's see if we can touch on the last one here. Delta CP orders probe as police allegedly convert stolen car to patrol vehicle. (7:11 a.m. is the time, everyone. We move quickly to Vanguard newspaper with several other big headlines here. Let me first take you to Urumi. Federal government, Edo set up fact-finding committee as Kanu governor visits. 8 discos fined 628 millionaire for over billion unmetered customers. I think some persons will be happy with this story. 8 discos fined 628 millionaire for over billion unmetered customers. Dangote Refinery reduces ex-depot petrol price to 865 naira per litre. Senator Tofuomo tackles Ondo PDP leaders over crisis. 2027 Southeast leaders root for Tinubu's re-election. Southeast leaders root for Tinubu's re-election. Oh well, these are stories we want to delve into, basically to find out what is really happening. But that's what it is here. Vanguard newspaper has it. 2027 Southeast leaders root for Tinubu's re-election. Again, armed herdsmen kill 3 in Benue communities. Police rescue 17 kidnapped victims from Niger State. Seize 21 AK-47 rifles in Kaduna State. NBC bans Idris Abdulkarim's new album, Tell Your Papa. UNICEF begins training of Abia teachers on digital learning tools. Retiree landlords, others lament illegal demolition of 100 houses. Police arrest suspects behind illegal NIN collection in Anambra State. And then to some other headlines here. Alleged assassination plot. Akpabio petitions IG, demands Natasha's prosecution. APC Adeleke trade words over use of Tinubu Adeleke billboard. Lagos GAC welcomes Jandor into APC. And on as regards Labour Party crisis, Arabambi explains why Lamidi Apapa took over Labour Party. Okay, I think we should leave Vanguard now and quickly visit Daily Post newspaper now. Naira records highest appreciation against dollar since Trump's tariff pause. Labour Party leadership crisis, battle shifts to INEC as Abure Usman Apapa seek recognition. As regards Rivers crisis, you introduced violence, ethnic politics. Wike's aide knocks Ada George. Nigerians to start enjoying benefits of lower global crude prices. That's according to Petro One. Some Rivers elders now monitoring spirits against Wike. Olayinka tackles Ada George. Some Rivers elders now monitoring spirits against Wike. Olayinka tackles Ada George. And then let's check out some more headlines, other headlines outside the country actually. Visit US quickly. There will be consequences. Trump threatens Mexico over failure to give Texas water. There will be consequences. Trump threatens Mexico over failure to give Texas water. Supreme Court orders Trump to return Maryland man wrongly deported to El Salvador. Supreme Court orders Trump to return Maryland man wrongly deported to El Salvador. Trump reacts to New York helicopter crash. And then let's come back to Nigeria now. Let's get back to the country. Rivers government debunks civil service recruitment announcement. Still in Rivers crisis, you introduce violence, ethnic politics. Wike's aide knocks Ada George. ACF warns against premature 2027 campaigns, urges focus on governance. Court affirms Chidebere Egu as Southeast Zonal Chairman of the People's Democratic Party. Yes. Senator Tofowomo upbraids Ondo PDP leaders for allegedly betraying party's ex-spokesman. Anambra Guba, Labour Party holds factional primary election. Votes Umego as candidate. And let me quickly touch on Daily Trust newspaper, and then I bring in Rafi Oseni. How the global fall in crude oil price will affect you is a piece you might just want to read. Daily Trust has the story. Tinubu's appointment, presidency's defense backfires is another huge one you might just want to touch. And then as regards flood, 2024 flood victims still stranded as federal government issues fresh alert. 2024 flood victims still stranded as federal government issues fresh alert. And then federal government approves eligibility criteria for VC, rector, provost appointments. Let court decide. Federal government tells critics of emergency rule. Let court decide. Let court decide. Security operatives foil break in at VP Shetima's country home. Okay, that's the story there. Foiled. Okay, everyone, let's join Rafi Oseni at this time and get his analysis. Good morning to you, and thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. God bless you. God bless all of our listeners. This morning, the economic headwinds are not looking good based on this Trump tariff thing. Yesterday, the markets didn't still get better in America because the markets can't trust Donald Trump. So what is happening is that a lot of them are selling off and they are going to gold. See, anytime you see on the world markets, economic markets, that the price of gold is increasing, it shows that a lot of people are running away from other instruments like bonds and the likes and stocks, and they are putting their assets in gold because it's said that gold is a safer haven. So the price of gold is inching up to $3,500 per ounce, while the price of oil come down. It's also coming down based on the fact that where it was before. And you know what this is happening is our budget benchmark. Yesterday, the CBN was saying that we now have sort of like a surplus, a trade surplus.
Yeah.
But the sad part, the CBN is also telling us that FDI, what builds our economy, foreign direct investment, went down by 43% to about 1 billion. That's very sad. You know, you cannot only count IMTOs, remittances, and other things like that, but you must also be able to count economic sustainability, which comes from the foreign direct investments. All of these things we are saying is going to affect Nigeria, and that's how we are seeing it now. JP Morgan Chase yesterday warned that substantial decline in oil prices below its break-even of $60 per barrel will push Nigeria's current account into a deficit. And that's a problem. In fact, he said in his report, the Frontier Local Market Strategy, Reducing Risk Further, he said under such a scenario, where we have previously estimated USD to Naira to move above 1,700 in our trade. So, you see, in fact, it ought to have moved above. It's because Nigeria has been started defending big time. Since all of this Trump tariff and this Trump scenario happened, we've used close to $400 million to be able to defend the currency. So, the investment bankers are saying that as Nigeria recorded a balance of US of 6.8 billion, making a divisive turnaround from deficit of 3.5 billion, the assessment is saying that there's a conviction that trade in the frontier market, you know, can also be affected by all of this. The report is also saying that when compared to its peers, more liquid markets, minus 0.6% move against US dollars over the past week, have been reasonable. So, and the central bank has sold around $550 million to the market over the last week versus $1 billion for the whole of March. So you can see that this Trump tariff has caused a lot of problems. Over $500 million have been sold into the market to defend the market. The whole of March, we spent $1 billion. Since Trump tariff started, we spent $500 million. So a trend that we expect will continue as we think foreign portfolio outflows are likely to accelerate from here. We estimate, that FPI holdings still amount to at least $10 billion. A substantial part of it may be private. But the foreign portfolios might have to also take their money to bolster in other markets. So the renowned investment bank also said that liquidity or more open market operation bills have been lower than FX. He said while the FX markets have functioned better than many expected, the domestic rates market have struggled to absorb the supply of foreign held short debt securities. And he said the possibility resulted in lower FX demand rates. Yeah. So there might be a lot of economic headwinds for us based on this Trump tariff. And these are things we need to look at. The market scene are not believing in Trump again. All the markets were down yesterday. We need to start working hard and buffering. Anyway, some good news. Okay. Dangote has already even started to reduce the price, I think, to about 865 naira because of the resumption of that thing we told you about. That's the crude for naira problem. So since the people have resolved it, the federal government has resolved it. Per liter. So we are looking at 865 naira. Marketers are even predicting cheaper petrol nationwide as Dangote begin, naira sale. There's also flood alerts. Please, we're also calling on FD and those states. They are saying that they are expected to have 1,000 over 1,200 communities in 176 local governments across 30 states and the FCT that will have floods. High risk states are Abia, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Nasarawa, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, Yobe, Zamfara, FCT. All of these areas are to have floods this year. The question is, hope we are already clearing our drains. Hope we are preparing. And they are saying ambassadorial list. The federal government has concluded vetting of persons nominated to fill ambassadorial position. The same people that swore that they will never work with Tinubu are the ones now that we are seeing there. Let's wait till the list to come out before we talk very well. I remind you that a lot of people in this country, they just talk because they are not shopping. Once they start to talk, their brain does not work again. So, because we cannot live our lives based on that. And the question I would like to ask NBC, why are you banning Idris Abdulkarim's song? Please show us one lie in that Idris Abdulkarim song. Show us one lie. That's why Serap is giving President Tinubu and NBC 48 hours to reverse the ban on Idris Abdulkarim's song. Show us one lie in that song. And as regards the Uromi killings, the governor has the governor gone to visit the people in Uromi, because they are saying now that they want to collaborate and establish a fact-finding mission into what happened in Uromi. Governor Kwebolo said while receiving a high-powered delegation from Kanu State, led by the deputy governor. The question is, has the governor visited the people in Uromi? Has he gone to touch base with the people? Have they reassured them of their safety and security?
I heard the Kano deputy governor will be visiting Edo.
He's visited Edo already. We got a high-power delegation. So please, all we just know is that we should try as much as possible to reach out to everybody across board. That's just it. And as regards the Natasha Akpabio case, Akpabio has also petition the IGP and everything. I think it's for the IGP to be able to investigate and see what is really going on there as regards these allegations of death threats and not death threats. We don't know what is going on there. And the federal government, in the bid of responding to their those that criticize them, that the appointments have been lopsided, they also made error in the list of appointments they released. So you ask, what is the federal government doing? What is the presidency doing? Yeah? When they keep making errors, even in the list of something that they released, they can't even also tell us what is going on. And they've suspended Warri Takpe rail operations over train engine failure. That's another sad one. I'm sure you want to pop in here. Go ahead.
Of course. This issue of what's it called now? This Edo issue. Or before that, let me touch on Anambra first. So Ludo says he's confident that APC has no base at all in that state. I am confident I will win. APC has nothing to offer.
Anybody that says confidence, let him win first before we know that the confidence is assured. We've had people that have said more that they are more confident they win, and we saw what happened to them. So, if you ask us wait before the elections in Edo, he would say he's confident that he was going to win, but you saw what happened. So please, let's wait till he wins.
PDP governors and senators are rejecting coalition. You know, this coalition thing is really hot. I mean, and some persons are saying, see, this thing will not work. Coalition has never worked. Rafi, what do you think?
See, coalition has worked. In fact, we praise the APCs to be the master of coalition. But the question is, if everybody does not give themselves sense, like they say in local parlance, and they don't put their interests first, as long as all of them want to run for presidency and they want to destroy one another, then the coalition is not going to work. But once they are ready to work together in peace and harmony and all of that, then it's going to work.
Now we ask a big question. Can the PDP have the kind of coalition APC had then in 2014?
Is
Is
it
it
the
possible?
PDP that is
Because
divided?
the house is
Is it the
somehow.
PDP? Is it the PDP that is divided among himself? That is divided along wiki lines. The PDP is wikiphobic.
Divided among what lines you call it?
Are divided along wiki lines. The PDP, as we speak today, is wikiphobic. Wikiphobic. So it's suffering from wikiphobia. Fear of wiki. Yes. So if the PDP is suffering from wikiphobia, how are they going to come together?
Then I think people are now looking at SDP as the only party that can really form this strong, very strong coalition instead of the PDP.
Who are the people in the SDP? As it is today, Peter Abi has not said if he's going to SDP or not. So who are the people in the SDP?
Yeah.
Let's stop deceiving ourselves now. Since then, have they not even said that Rafi that he has not gone to register from the party from the beginning level? Is that not what they've said?
Well, it's well.
Somebody is reacting to what I think I've seen a message here say Rufai's take on the world's democracy is better than military. There's no freedom of speech in history. See, if it was the time of military, we would not even be able to talk about the song they banned. Today we are talking. Today Serap is saying they are going to call them back. That they are going to tell the government to go and unban that song. That's the essence of democracy. At least, and we're not saying the democratic actor will not do their shenanigans. But we have the right to call them out. That's a democracy. In military, you dare not do that. The Burkina Faso, a lot of Nigerians are praising. I keep telling you, that man is a dictator. That military leader is not doing anything. All he's just doing is propaganda. If you talk as a journalist, they shut you down. They shut you down. So we should be careful. Because a lot of people are falling for the propaganda now. The man is so popular. But they don't know that he's a big dictator. So let's be careful. Military governments, no. We have problems in democracy, yes, but we keep talking against those bad leaders. Like when we're talking against President Tinubu, that why is he going to sit down in France where people are dying in his own country? What is he going to do there? He's going to France. Macron is going to Egypt. How many leaders come to Africa to come and rest? Why can't he see? Is there no Budukatu ranch here?
Africa is not a resting place. It's a place to work. We travel abroad to rest.
So you have to walk. You have to walk. And President Tinubu, you are not doing hard enough. Please, you should not be deceived by the fact that international multilateral agencies are praising him because he devalued his currency and he devalued the livelihood of his people. And they are saying that his currency has found stability, which is a lie. Because the currency is still very volatile. Look at it in the space of a month now, less than a month, just one Trump tariff. He spent over $500 million to defend the currency. And because of the trade surplus, it should not be deceived. We are not seeing the impact of the trade surplus. Also, the trade surplus can also be targeted to your devaluation because your commodities you are exporting to is quite low now in price. Take, for instance, if you export to Abidjan, that currency is already, the CFI is already bigger than your currency, 2-to-1.
Okay.
So they will take more of your goods because your goods are cheaper. Even Niger, our neighbors, currency is higher. Then you're also having diaspora remittances. These are people that are working so hard abroad. The money, yes, increase. You know why the money is increasing? Because there's hardship locally. That's why diaspora remittances and IMTOs, the International Money Transfer, is also increasing. Because their family members in Nigeria here are shouting a big power more. So there's hardship locally, so they have to send more. That's what's happening. And at the same time, foreign direct investment, FDI, is leaving. It has gone back by 42%. And so don't be deceived because now that they say we are saving in the reserves. Also, you should tell us the loans we are taking. And why the reserve is big, that most of the loans first come, they chop them in the reserves first. So we should be careful.
All right. Rafi Oseni, thank you so much.
Bless you, my brother. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Thank God it's Friday once again.
Thank God it's Friday. Bless you, and thank you, everybody.
All right. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Okay, everyone, guess who I have in the studio? Yes. I've got, okay, can you help yourself with that? Just adjust the way you want it. No, you can leave that. Just your hair. That's okay. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Everyone, guess who I have in the studio? I have Peter Omonse in the studio. Top of the morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Jude, coming Jude. And good morning to all the members of VOP family. It's a lovely family. It's an interesting family. Boys and girls, men and women. This is your brother, Peter Monse, with Jude Ikame Jude on VOP 90.3 FM.
Okay, Peter Monse, you have a lot of questions to answer this morning. It's Friday, and I love the fact that you are here with me in the studio. First of all, I want to seek your opinion as regards the ban on Idris Abdul Karim's song. You know, some says that song has gone off board. Idris said so much. You know, some said, now it is what is happening in the nation that he mentioned. So I want to seek your opinion on that.
Well, I think it's about chasing the shadows. If I want to put it, in my own words. You know, when you have a situation that the song is not the problem of Nigeria, it's the song that make food items costly in Nigeria. Has this song in any way tarnished the image of the country more than what the political class have done to this country? Has this song been able to erode all the infrastructures in Nigeria? So for me, I think the government is just leaving the main thing and going after some trivial matters. Song or no song. We used to have songs in those days. People sing, and then if you like, you buy into it. If you don't like, you leave it. So why is the government chasing songs? Song is not the problem of Nigeria. They are leaving the problem. I'm chasing things that are not the problem of Nigeria. Just that's my reaction to that at the moment.
So for you, the government is not doing well. It hasn't done well, you know, for stopping Idris' song.
Because
a ban on it. You know, remember the first one, they fought Nigeria, you know, and all of that. And then the second one again. Maybe he's going to...
No, you ask yourself a question. Listen to the lyrics of the songs. Does it in any way tallies with what is on ground that we are talking about? What has the songs violated when you are talking about Nigeria Constitution? When we are talking about the things that are on ground, that's what we look at. So anything outside that for me is just that the government, those who ban it are confused. They don't really know what they are doing.
So what would you ask the federal government to have done? What do you have asked them to do? To do?
In fact, if I condemn in my word the banning of the song, in other words, I'm saying that the government should have looked the other way and let who sings what sing, because it does not stop me from traveling to Akwa Ibom if I want to go to Akwa Ibom today. It will not affect the fuel price in our filling stations. It will not. Okay, now, will that song make the headsmen that are killing to stop killing, or will the killing escalate? What has the song actually got to do? Okay, you want to tell me that it's not accepted by Nigerians? Then you go on sampling of the opinion of the people. Then those who will tell you we don't like it, and you just look at the number of those who will disapprove of the song and the number of those who will approve of the song. And if you discover that it doesn't have any bearing on the life of the Nigerians, if at all, maybe very minute percentage of people. So I think the government is just not knowing what to do at certain times, going after things that they are not supposed to go after. So for me, let the song be. Let whoever listen to it, listen to. There are songs I don't listen to. And there are people that are like me.
Okay. Rising from the meeting, let's delve deep into politics now, Peter Monse. Rising from the meeting in the early hours of yesterday, governors that were elected in the platform of the PDP and leaders of thought within the party resolved not to abandon the party for any coalition ahead of the 2027 presidential election. But some have said that is the only way to go. So when you're abandoning a coalition, it means you have nowhere to go.
Well, most of the times I don't talk party politics.
Okay.
Because number one, I've never been a party man. I've never joined any party. But there was a time we were looking at PDP as a party that is to beat. Well, at the point there were some propagandas that came up, some lying, some deceptions. And at the end of the day, PDP just went like that. Now, rising from the meeting and deciding not to be part of the coalition, Ikamejude, I want to tell you that Nigerians that are suffering are active members of this coalition we are talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Because I want to believe that what Nigerians are facing today will make them to even a party that has not yet been known by Nigerians coming up today, and we listen to their manifestos. We see the characters among them. Yeah, I will not say politicians are sent, but we could see some that still have some characters that we can align with. Nigerian people will vote. I always say this, except if there will be no election in Nigeria come 2027. If we will just have what I could describe as is happening in 2023. Okay, what is democracy, sir? Democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. But I think what transpired in 2023, for me, I want to say, is the government of the cliches, technical cliches, and then by the judiciary and INEC, and for the politicians. So this time around, we are just having APC pitching tent against the Nigerian people that are suffering, that are dying. So I think for me, whether they want to join, the PDP wants to join coalition or not, that's not our business. That's not our problem. That's not my problem.
Okay.
My problem is, when the time comes, God willing, we will campaign. We will tell Nigerians, you are the opposition. You are the members of this coalition. Let us calculate and see. We did it in 2023. Nigerians will do it again. I always say this, I emphasize this, that we don't need any in fact, at the moment, I might tell you that we may not need any political party if we will be able to do our work, galvanizing our people, reminding them the promises of APC, and tell me which of those promises have been fulfilled, that you will just want APC again. So, if Peter Monse comes up today and form a party, and if you evaluate me, analyze me, and you find out that I have the character to lead Nigeria, forget about party. So I think what we are waiting for will be a Nigerian, who will be a Nigerian indeed. Not half Nigerian, half foreign national. No, not a Nigerian. And then all you see, you were mentioning something that Africa is a place that people come to. You see the Reds or...
People work here in Africa and rest outside Africa.
Okay, I want to say they are not working here in Africa. Africa just presents a veritable ground for stealing and looting. So they come here to steal, to loot, and then to go abroad to rest. That's exactly what they do. So our leaders, our political leaders, are not working in Nigeria. If they are working, things wouldn't have continued this way.
Now, you said we don't need a political party this time around. I don't know why you said so.
Yeah, why I'm saying that is that if all the political parties are becoming confused now, look at Labour Party that people teamed up with the other time is in disarray. And if at the end of the day, PDP is in disarray, I don't know how many Nigerians will say APC has done well, then we have to queue behind them. So that's why I'm saying, if all the political parties are just confused, they are fizzling out, then Nigerians will become the political parties themselves, and then we'll get something to stand on. So it's not 100% that we must queue behind any political party, except if we have a party that has the face of Nigerians.
But do you believe that it will take a coalition to be able to oust this current administration?
So in the absence
so everyone will just go...
In the absence of coalition, what do? We still remain in this quagmire. That's what I'm saying. If we don't have a functional coalition, Nigerians should not resign their faith to APC again. So we have to look for a way of galvanizing ourselves, forming something on our own.
Do you see a functional coalition?
Well, if we have some functional people in terms of what their brain is telling them, and then we can have functional coalition. You get what I'm saying?
Can it happen?
It can happen. We can have a functional coalition. If the people, like I said, politicians are not angels, we agree. But we still have some of them that when you look at their pedigree, when you look at their track record, when you, like what happened in 2023, we listened to their campaign, though some of them refused to answer questions by the journalists then. And people were just like, oh, he did this the other time, he's going to do it again. And some of us say, no, listen to what these presidential candidate, governorship candidate are telling us. When somebody came up then and told you, I never collected anything from the state I governed, my children never used government properties, and at the end of the day, we look at what he did and say, yes, this person is qualified to lead Nigeria. And then the other one comes and tell you that he's not answering questions, so all we will do is to go to Chatham Heights and report themselves that we want to go then, depending on what INEC and judiciary will do. So this time around, if we can be able to get people like that, I don't know whether I should mention names, people like what we had the other time, and then we evaluate.
Go ahead and mention names.
If we can have people like Peter Obi,
okay.
If we can have people like Shore, Shore had never been a governor of any state.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think his fight for democracy, and he stands for defense of the Nigerian people, the downtrodden people.
Okay.
There are people like that if they come into a coalition, I said, well, that coalition will work. But in the absence of any coalition, what will Nigerians do? We just resign our fate? No.
I ask again, do you think, because what we hear people say is that the APC has spread its wings everywhere. They have covered everywhere, all right? And so you cannot beat this party come 2027. That's what we hear. But now I am asking again, do you think there is any kind of coalition anywhere that will be able to remove these people from the office? I mean, is it possible?
Now, you see the statement, oh, he's invincible. Oh, these people have spread their tentacles everywhere. Oh, they have covered everywhere. All those are statements that want to sponsor fears into the minds of Nigerians. Is what you could call, you see, you know, when you have two boxers about to fight, you will see one dangling all over the place, jumping up and down, and said, a technical knockout at first round. But you find out that at the end of the day, the other one just hit once and they will go. So, as far as I am concerned, those statements, oh, APC has spread all over, APC, we will not look at the spread of APC. In fact, all those ones are just buying into space. They said minority have their voice, but the people, the majority will have their vote. This time around, the few in APC you are seeing that are shouting because the microphone is with them. They can afford to shout louder. But there are the other people, the grassroots people, those that are really suffering, are going through these excruciating pains. That's why I always say, if they will allow election to hold, when I say election to hold, we now charge those who will be responsible for conducting the election. If there is any glitch, you are going to jail. If there is any...
Can that happen in Nigeria?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That if that could be allowed to be, if that could come up, and Nigerians will vote. I am telling you that APC has no structure anywhere. APC has not covered anywhere. They have only succeeded in covering the country with poverty, covering the country with pains, covering the country with all sorts of criminalities and all sorts of corruption. Okay, do we want this to continue? If the answer is no, then Nigerian people will come out. They will team up and say, look, we need this nation back. This country worked before APC came. So why is it that when APC came, everything got destroyed? I think Nigerians who love Nigeria, who are truly Nigerian, like Peter Monse you see here, I don't have any other, what do you call it, visa, or is it visa or citizenship outside Nigeria. Passport outside Nigeria. I don't have. I know I had opportunities severally to leave the country. I work with the German that was begging me that he has completed his hotel building at Hamburg. I should join him. I worked with him here in Nigeria for about 10, 11 years. And I told him, no, I'll make it here. I had our training and logistic manager from Belgium, who also told me, he took me to Green Spring Hotel in Ibadan, sat me down and said, Peter, I'm going back to Belgium. My first son is a Nigerian. I picked him during the war on the road and took him to the hospital when he was abandoned by the parents. So he's my first son there. He's a manager in so place. So Peter, if you come with me to Belgium, this is what I'm going to do. I said, no, Mr. Leon, I will make it here in Nigeria. That was my word. I won't forget those words. And that is why most of the time when people hear me talk, oh, he's raising his voice. Nigeria worked before. Otherwise, I would not have.
Did you regret these words?
I am telling you that, well, sometimes humanly speaking, when I see the caliber of politicians we are having today, I regret. But with the blood of that true Nigerian in me, I still believe we can stay together, and then we can fight it together, we can recover it together. Let me say this very quickly.
All right.
When United Nations sent some ships to come and evacuate Liberian refugees There was a time some of the officials came to my studio to take passports. I did not know them. Then I was working for CDD, Center for Democracy and Development, under the leadership of former governor of Ekiti State, Kanu Fayemi. And somebody brought them to take passport in my studio. After taking the passport, I discovered that the sun was too hot. I just gave them some snacks. I did not know who they were. But do you know, because I was covering that exercise at Apapa Wharf.
Okay.
And some of them approached me. He said, look, you did this for us. You didn't know us. What we are going to do for you is we are going to help you to travel with us to Europe on UN ship. I and my video man, I was snapping, and my video man was there. All I needed to do, they told me, we are going to give you Liberian name, give you a local government.
Okay.
All I told him was, I said, look, if I am caught, this will not only smear the image of Nigeria, this will be an international crime. And I don't do this. They talk, I said, okay, when you line me up to the table that is profiling, what if I get to the table and the person that profiles me speak a local language to me and I cannot? He said, no, I will make sure I am on the table that you will be profiled. I said, for the love of this country, sir. I said, I'm not going. I didn't. So what am I saying here? With the fact that the love I had for this country made me to throw away all those opportunities I had. Now today somebody comes in and everything that we got in this country went down. Nothing seems to be working.
Let's get back on track a little bit. I recall Atiku said he recently hinted that the party was going into a coalition with other opposition leaders to chase away the APC out of power in 2027. But the party leaders and the governors who met just yesterday, believe that rather than build any coalition, the energy and resources should be channeled to building the People's Democratic Party. And then Rafi Hussein said something. We have Wike still on ground. So who are you going to build this party around again? Is it possible?
That is exactly why the confusion that Wike and some others have brought to PDP. And it is discovered and ascertained that we cannot have a formidable party from PDP. So what do Nigerians do? Do we just throw our hands up in despair? No. If we could get, some responsible people, maybe if they would be able to cajole, if it's cajoling, or appeal to those quality Nigerians to join them, and we see, I'm telling you that this time around, we will not base our decision on parties. We will base our decision on the caliber of people that are in the party. So whichever, apart from APC, because the ground floor of APC harbor the kind of people that Nigeria should say enough is enough. But if a PDP can get some quality, some reasonable, some responsible and tested Nigerians among them,
okay,
well, we may say, okay, they can make waves and we can team up with them. But my point is that if PDP cannot come up with people of tested characters, then we look for what to do. You know, he that is drowning will hold on to anything to survive. So Nigeria will have to survive. We can hold on to
beautiful. Let me quickly take you to the Southeast before we begin to wrap up. A political group, a support group rather, under the umbrella of the Southeast Elders Alliance for Tinubu 2027, Enugu North Senatorial District Chapter in Enugu State, declared their support for the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election in 2027. And some will say, how do we get a group all of a sudden from this set of people who have never supported this administration? All of a sudden we just see some people, stand up and say, hey, we are supporting the president for 2027. What would you call that?
Well, I think in this country we've had somebody said, what money cannot do, more money can do.
Oh, really? Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, definitely. Since we are into politics of money, when you have so much money, you can buy anybody. In fact, sometimes when we hear people say this group, who are these people? How many are there?
Okay, the one Patrick Obayagban calls the political hallelujah boys.
But that's exactly the truth. Okay. So when we have this kind of people, and I think in that same Southeast, can they go around and ask the Southeasterners, are you suffering? Are you dying? You mentioned something about Tinubu's wife. What does he want to do to curb maternal Okay, now every time you are curbing maternal mortality, and yesterday you told us here that about 16,000 doctors, about 14,000 nurses have the. So is Peter Omon said I will go and work in those places that she wants to open? They don't do the first thing. Why is it that every time we vote money for somebody who will just come up and give us a program, give us a project, and that project will never see the light of the day? Every time they come up, something like this, and nothing happens. So for me, whatever group come up, how many people? Okay, if I now go to my area now in Bajulaye and gather some people and then call the press, they will say some people say Tinubu must go. How many are we that are saying it? We are talking about a situation whereby you had more than 15 million Nigerians that voted against Tinubu last time when the situation was not this precarious, when things did not go back up to this level. You have out of 22 votes, and Tinubu got about 8 million votes, which I personally did not know that for you to win election is just for you to beat your opponent. I was thinking that it is the popular total vote that should make you the winner. That if you have 30 million votes, your vote as a winner should be able to overwhelm the total vote of the opposition. That was my thinking. So in a situation where Nigeria, where they did not experience this situation, did not vote for APC. You see this time around, after they're already down, they say, here that is down, fear no fall. So Nigerians are already down. They will tell you that, look, let's be dead and gone, instead of returning APC. So I am thinking that Nigerians are ready. We just pray. I always say this on your station, that as many as God will be merciful unto and spare them to witness 2027. If Peter Oman says it's not there, take these words from me. We had a country before. But today I'm telling you, everybody has described the state of Nigeria. Some say Nigeria is dying. Some say Nigeria is collapsing. Some say Nigeria is diminishing. We have seen it by ourselves. Within the space of 10 years, sir, of APC, Nigeria has gotten to this level. I think we need to recover the country. We need to get back Nigeria. And we can do that by reenacting what we did in 2023. We rejected APC. Nigerians rejected APC. If not for the abracadabra of INEC and this, or most of the things that the Constitution prescribed were brushed aside, APC would not have been there. So we did it before. We will do it again.
Let's touch on two more headlines. There's something ACF calls premature 2027 campaigns. Do you think is really premature?
Well, I will not say it's premature, because they say a journey of 10,000 kilometers, if you like 1,000 or whatever number of kilometers, start with a step. And our people say, let me use my language now. They say, Ekong iniere drusen. Yarawuri inyon. Inyon is a crippled person.
Okay.
Ekong is war.
Okay.
Odurusen is fixed death.
Okay.
They say the war that has a fixed death that will start can never kill a cripple. Okay. Because the cripple will start to crawl.
Will move somehow.
Move and start to move before the war sets off. So in this case, 2027 is very close to the corner. The politicians started it. In fact, I'm saying that, see, they are strategizing. Nigerians also, yes, I know they have used hunger to get our brains lively again. Nigerians have to start now to strategize. We have to start now to campaign. If you allow me to add this, I will say this time around you could see that 100,000 naira they will give you to buy your vote cannot take you, your wife, and your 2 children for 2 weeks. Go and find out. So in this case, should no longer be money politics. In this case, no propaganda. When they come this time around, I don't know what APC will use in campaigning. Because you told us then that we are going to give you, how many? 4 brand new refineries. Have we got anyone? No. You told us you give us 40,000 megawatt. Today we are still struggling with 4,000. Look at what you are saying this morning. That some discos are fined. I mean, for over...
600 and something.
For
million.
over billing unmetered.
Of course.
Okay, you have a country that the leaders in the country allow a parastatal or a company, a private company, to swindle you, to scam you. Everybody, including Adam Soshimole, have cried on this, what they call banning of this. You call it ban A. In my area where they give us ban A, you don't have light. And
really?
I am telling you honestly.
Band A, you don't have light.
Okay, let me mention my area so that you go and find out, or you ask. Anybody that can call from the area you call Odogbolu Street, Oseni Street, Nkana Street, Owoduni Street, and then Ibiwo Yoba Street, Dankol. Within that axis, we suddenly discovered that September last year, we were on 18,000 naira because we are not on prepaid. We are on estimated billing.
Okay.
We had 18,000 naira to pay. By October, they raised it to 58,000 naira. By November, they brought 260,000 naira. We've shouted, we've talked, we've told the chairman of our community, though he promised us something we don't. And some days, you don't have, like, they'll bring it, they will take it. Sometimes 3 hours, you won't have it. Yesterday, I was asking question, where are we? You have a country that the leaders are hearing this from people that you are supposed to defend, people that you are supposed to serve, and you are not doing that, and then you want to come back so that you quench the light completely in Nigeria. Did they not tell us that they will take care of insecurity? That Chibok girls will be brought back in a jiffy? Have we seen Chibok girls and Boko Haram, have they not made their boat in the Sambisa forest? So what will help you, what will inform you bringing back APC?
The Federal High Court in Abuja just yesterday struck out a 50 billion naira suit filed by Nnamdi Kanu, against the federal government. What's your take on that? Go and sit down. Go and sit down with your 50 billion naira suit, whatever.
Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria, said something not too long ago. The verdicts that are being read by the judges, where are they prepared? Who prepared them? Who give them to read? I always say this about Nnamdi Kanu. And why I fight most of the time and talk against the government's attitude towards Nnamdi Kanu, I just believe that an injustice to one is an injustice to all. What happens to Nnamdi Kanu can happen to me. And in the first place, I remember some years back on another platform, not here, we were told that agitation for self-determination is never a crime. It's not terrorism. And Nigeria government, you claim to be a member of United Nations, then you just coin a law to rope Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, at a point, the whole of Nnamdi Kanu, there's no time for us to go in details of Nnamdi Kanu's saga. You gave Nnamdi Kanu bail. You went to his house. You sent Python in army uniform with AK-47. And you dole out drums to Nnamdi Kanu's village that the drummer should go and play drum there for Python to dance. And at the end of the day, before we know it, Nnamdi Kanu lost his father, lost his mother. And he went to Kenya. You went, they abducted him. The whole world said that was an abduction, that you went against international norms. And Nigerian government still insists on nailing Nnamdi Kanu. I always say something to Nnamdi Kanu if he has opportunity to hear me. That look, Nnamdi Kanu, it's not easy to fight for liberation. Either your personal liberation or liberation of your people.
Okay.
Go through history. Go through Bible. I'm a Christian. I know that it was not easy for Jesus Christ. It was not easy for John the Baptist. It was not easy for Martin Luther King. It was not easy for even South African people. So whatever happened to Nnamdi Kanu, you are not the first. It happened to Nelson Mandela. We see one day it will end because these people will not be here forever. So for me, whatever judgment they read, who write the judgment for them? In a country that everybody has alleged that it is the federal government that writes a judgment for these people, so they can do whatever they like. But Nnamdi Kanu will be free one day, either through death that God will call him home, or he will be set free through political instrumentalities.
My name is Jude Ikami Jude, and he is Peter Omonte. And this is Front Page Review. The station is VOP, and our super dial is 90.3 FM. Time now to get to open up the studio lines so you can join the conversation this morning. Mind what you say on the national radio. Just about 2 minutes for everyone. Move away from your radio set or do turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Okay? The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. You can also send me a WhatsApp message via 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. If you're listening to my voice from outside Nigeria, if you're listening to us from outside the country, just use the WhatsApp number to make it easy for you. The WhatsApp number again is 081 717 56338. Thank you so much. Let's get to the phone lines now. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Jude. I got Peter morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I got Peter I greet you, my brother.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Take it easy. Nigeria has happened to everybody. I beg, BP medicine high that cost now. Because our leaders, they are enjoying, poor man will be suffering. It's not possible. What I want to talk about is that going to coalition is good, but who is planning it? This APC can do and undo. Just like I advised yesterday, that the way Nigeria should form another party. If you want to restart, then, where you read is when people didn't come out to vote. Who come out and vote in mass? There's an adage in Igbo say that when everybody want community cook for 1 month, he will not finish it. But if one man cook for community, he will finish it. These guys are thriving because the people are not coming out. You will come out, we will chase them away with our vote. Then for Nnamdi Kanu, they are afraid that the political elite in the East, the enemy of the people, they are afraid. Because if Nnamdi Kanu come out today and try to contest for governorship, you will win it. And whoever he directed us to vote for his person, because I've looked at that guy in and out. He's a God sent. But our bad politicians won't allow to happen. The only thing that you can't cover pregnancy. On a day, on an appointed day, they will set him free. And he will.
Thank you.
He will be like Mandela in Nigeria.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate your call. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Let me lead you to. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Kamijude. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's your name and your location?
Okay, this is Joshua calling you from Germany.
Welcome,
Joshua.
Joshua.
Happy to see you back. Last time we realized that you were having some body shaking. It's good. It's nice to have Mr. Peter Omosa this morning. We are very happy to see him on the screen. Ikamijide, you see, this man is telling you the truth. You know the problem Nigeria have is not even a coalition. There are certain things. First thing, I always said it. Whenever I always said it. I said, without a good foundation, there is no building that will stand. Number one is our constitution. Number two, electrical reform have to be made, not even coalition. Do you know that about 2-3 months ago, they changed the government here in Germany? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you know what people vote here? Not party. They vote policy. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing, do you know where Nigeria failed in the first place that make people not to speak, that made them not to recognize the citizenship? Is the national identity. You don't tell people, go and bring your voter's card. There is nothing like voter's card. Your national identity, once you are 18 years, you can go outside and vote. Do you know that even the German here, they know how many citizens they have. They know that it's not everyone that will come out to vote. But they don't even know where their citizen is. Even in my mail box, they come sometime and put the voters, those who are campaigning, they will put their slip that you should vote for them. If all Nigerians, I'm telling you, those people who are outside the country, even like we who are diaspora, if we call our people alone, tell them, see who you will go and vote for, and they have their national identity to identify them, I tell you, party will never have mouth. They will work on policy. Let Nigeria have their own national identity. What is PVC? Go and a voter's card. What are you doing with voter's card? As a Nigeria with a national identity, you can go there and vote. You see, those people, everybody will vote. If it is a problem when you are driving a car here, is whether it's your problem, you listen to campaign, you listen to debate on the TV, you know who to vote for. Not this one APC doing. Okay. APC have come to ruin Nigeria, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice talking to you. And greetings to Mr. Peter Mose.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, you have Mr. Mbako from Lasamajo.
All right.
Peter Monze, God will continue to bless you. The Bible said that whatsoever a man sow, he will reap. If you are sowing in sorrow, you will reap in sorrow. If you are sowing in peace, you will reap in peace. I want to say it concerning Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why that the southern eastern governors are delaying or are not serious about the Nnamdi Kanu case is because what do you expect that when a woman is giving a breast to his son or his child, and you remove the breast from the mouth of the child, how do you feel? Now the Kanu is going to remove them the breast from the mouth because they are eating from what they did not labor. They are eating the sweat of the poor people. Because if you know that the land good today, people will rejoice. Just like Trumbu government or his administration. The Bible just said it categorically that when righteous are in the seat, people rejoice. And when wicked man in the seat, people cried. And you can know what is happening in Nigeria, whether the people are rejoicing over the Trumbu policy or people are suffering over Trumbu policy.
Thank you.
You understand? So that is it. There is nothing to talk. God will bless Peter Omonze for saying the truth.
Appreciate
Mr. Ambassador with him. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Kamejube.
Good morning.
Mr. Peter Omonse, Samesero.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. This is Evelyn speaking.
All right.
Mr. Kamejube.
Let's go quickly.
Please, I want to know when our dear president is coming back.
Huh? When you're
I want to know our dear president is coming back.
They never tell me. If they tell me, I will let you
know. About this coalition of a thing, I'm not sure it will work. Because all of them, they are not for the interest of the masses, but for their own selfish interests.
Okay.
I'm not seeing a better person there that will say, oh, if I thought this person is will come out as a president, we will be able to, like, is it Atiku or who? So me, I'm not, for that side, I'm not sure it will work. And I saw a video yesterday. It was so touching. They say an accident happened at Abuja. We say to be precise, a tanker failed and it killed so many people. So the masses were trying to bring out some corpses that the tanker fell on. So they say one convoy was passing. They didn't know who was really inside that convoy. But we know it's Nigerian politician, but they didn't really know who was there. So they said the road was blocked. The security men now came down. They were throwing tear gas. So maybe people were trying to rescue people that were that are dead. They were trying to know if I thought there are some that were not dead. So they said the people were not off the way. Police started shooting directly to the masses. All of a sudden, one of the bullets now catch one young boy who just did his freedom, I think a week ago. The guy died. Now, my own is, because of one person, one politician, in this country, one politician, you now killed an innocent soul just for a... Now, I'll ask, at that moment, I don't understand this country because I keep asking a question. Are these people that is really, are they human beings? Are they human beings? Why they say human being won't pass? Human being won't pass. Okay. You as a security agency, you are now shooting to the point where they say you kill innocent Peking. Understand? You kill innocent person Peking for this same country, and our president is still there. That is why I'm asking this question. When is our president coming back?
Thank you, Evelyn.
Well, I need to know, because we need to let him come back now. And about this Idris Abdul Karim song that they banned. I want to ask, did that guy say anything that the NBA will say, oh, he abused the government or something? Why would they ban that music? Me, I have the music already.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Why would they ban that music? Does it mean that, please, I'm coming. Does it mean that they don't want us to talk?
It's okay. It's
they don't want us to,
because of our time. Because of our time. Limit the talk first, okay? Thank you so much, Evelyn. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kamejide.
Yes, good morning.
Ebube calling from Oshodi.
Okay, Ebube. Quickly, please. 1 minute.
Kamejide. Like Monster said, people trying to form coalition, they are the frustrated ones. The ones that are fighting for their belly. But they could not get seat. They could not get position. They were not attached to anywhere. Now, they want a place to gather. so that they will start to do the same thing these people are doing. My brother, we are not going to allow them. Let them, they are trying to twist P2B. I know that man will not join them because he knows exactly whom they are. I am telling you, that is number one. Number two, PDP. Trying to form coalition with who? When Wike is destroying PDP, they cannot do anything to him. Then, who are they trying to collide with? To go and pursue who they want to pursue. They will fail.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me talk to this man. Hello, good morning to you.
Excellency.
Remy.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Ryder Peter Amonse.
Morning, Remy. God bless you.
God bless you. You know, I thought the other day, I said Kanu is the Mandela of Nigeria. People said, oh, you're too full of yourself. Oh, shut up, shut up. I said, come on. Now you are hearing from the mouth of a sage. Abi? Okay. You see, the problem I have here, Kanu is not in detention because he still come out from one market, or because he raped one person, or because he forged certificate, or because he did drugs somewhere. He's in detention because he said, liberation for my people. Liberation for my people. People stand. Do you know that JFK might not have been killed? There was a civil rights bill that no president wanted to pay attention to because of the votes they needed from the white racist. But then when JFK saw the killing of people, particularly there was a particular killing in Alabama where 4 girls were killed at a Sunday school location.
Okay.
That was what moved him. He has to do what he has to do. Let Kanu go. Look, oppressing people, banning people from fighting for their rights makes you unpopular as a person. Now, I hear say they don't ban Idris Abdul Karim song. In Nazi Germany, Hitler banned jazz music from being used or being played. But go and check history. People still manage to smuggle jazz music into Germany. Okay? Now, 2025, you are banning the music in the era of internet. When we say every little thing you put online like this, for South Korea, they don't hear them. That is why I want to beg you. This thing is possible. Look, we have a prototype of what we need in 2023. Those who mobilized, who wanted a change, who followed Peter Obi in 2023, they didn't beg for money. They put in their own time and energy. Of course, it was not enough to stop our oppressors, but that shows that something is possible if we, the people, are ready. Look, political awareness, political consciousness is not a choice. It's a necessity. Because if you don't get involved, whoever gets to power will make policy that will rubbish you. And in fact, I believe strongly that political who is in power is even dependent on your heaven. Because if you vote for people that will make your life miserable, you might do things that will make you miss heaven. And that is why you need to get involved and put up a fight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Remy. How I wish I have the time to take all of your calls. But this time around, let me read your messages. Okay, we don't need any coalition to defeat APC. If we have a free, fair, and credible election among LP, PDP, NNPP, and APC, I'm sure something nice will happen. Good morning. What we Nigerians are expecting from a man what are we expecting from a man we didn't vote? Tinubu brought the seat, and that's the true fact. Wike has brought PDP down, and okay, what's your name? Oh, you didn't drop your name. I'm just trying to rush in now, okay? Peter Monse in the studio. Let him. Okay. Omar Bongo. Don't let me bite my tongue, please. Please. Just leave it. I am not. See, be careful. Let's think carefully, okay? Okay. The fear of northern Muslims is the reason the federal government and Edo State government are setting up panels to investigate Uromi killing. And I want to know if the federal government has ever taken the bold step to set up panels with some state governments, to investigate incessant killing of Nigerians by the terrorists called bandits. And every life should matter to government, irrespective of where the killing happened. Okay, Leo from Legal Center. Well, now, with the way opposition parties are going, 2027 looks like a Christmas gift to Tinubu. This is because if they fail to resolve there are so many crises and are unable to form a good force, 2027 will be a total story. And for Akpabio, I advise him to make peace with Senator Natasha and stop chasing shadows. From HRH Bisunwoko in Oshodi. Our agencies, especially MDAs, are peopled and staffed by sycophants. So in these difficult and trying times, is it Idris music that NBC must concern itself with? Our institutions must or have lost their relevance in the real sense. What a shame. Osin Waje, thank you so much. So many messages here, but let me see. What is this person saying? Greetings to you. Thank God it's Friday. Prince Iotek from Arena Market. Anambra 2025. There is no vacancy in government house. Moreover, we don't need APC in the state. Robert Stamba Akpabio should reap what he sow in due time. Let there be a reform in judiciary and INEC before 2027. Yeah. Let's see. Billing discourse is a welcome development. The Southeast elders are on their own, for they are not speaking for the people. Let them release Nnamdi Kanu. And this person is saying the Igbo elders supporting Tinubu presidency are nothing but fake bishops. Okay. This man from Ojekule Market, Ibezim, is saying everyday killing in Nigeria has become the order of the day. Let them reform electoral and judicial system. If not, 2027 is a story for the gods. Please let them release Nnamdi Kanu. And then, okay, it's okay. Let me read your message now. Ugo from Ajegunle is saying Nigeria would not mind having such dictatorship as those people if the problem is freedom of speech. The only time Nigeria had enjoyed freedom of speech is under Goodluck Jonathan, but the rest, that story. It's okay. Good morning to you. Please, I want to ask Rafi Osini. Oh, he's not here anymore. He's not here. Good morning. The Igbo elders that are supporting Tinubu are sycophants, not the entire Igbos. Village man from Idimu is the one sending that message. Please help me to greet our best commentator, Peter Monson. Continue to speak truth to power. Thank you so much. Simi Sola. Yeah. Good to have you back. Thank you so much. Good morning, Peter Monson, the original Peter we have in VOP. This discussion is rich, and I appreciate Peter Monson's emphasis on good governance. Rather, politics is in order. Okay, let me see. It's okay. Thank you so much. Who's that again? Good morning, Peter Monson. Great to have you live in the studio. We love you, sir. Keep speaking the truth to the government, and we know one day we will overcome the battle with these politicians. Peter Monson, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of the conversation this morning. Your final words before you leave.
Thank you very much, Ikamejude. Very briefly, I just want to give kudos to this beautiful station, God-sent station, to Nigerians, that we can air our views. We together can still believe that, yes, of course, Nigeria is in ruins, but we can gather the fragments and we can get it rebuilt again. I just want to appeal to my brothers and sisters, my mothers and my fathers out there, both home and diaspora, that the battle is not yet over. Along the line, we are going to face it. We are just praying and willing and wishing that electoral reforms should take place immediately, so that if possible, we can have independent candidates. Like I'm emphasizing, that we are not about political parties. We are about the recovering of Nigeria. It's about the economy of Nigeria. It's about the life of Nigerians in this beautiful land that God has given unto us. What we have now actually is just the landmass. What we need, the real Nigeria that we had before. Thank you. And we will do that by the grace of God come 2027.
Peter Monson, I want to say thank you so much for coming around. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, I would want to keep Adigbo aside and Tobechuku Kasme. They will come around to do what they know how to do best. I'm having several calls from outside Nigeria right now. Too many calls, but I'm sorry. My time is up. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I'll be here by 10:30. Dr. Charles Adeogun will be with me. Let's check our health this morning by 10:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. Okay? On social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, just go type Ikami Jude. That is IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH. I love you so much, and from me to you, good morning to you, and have a wonderful day.